It's funny, we started this for a spot of coin. And you, at least to my understanding, did this to help those who needed it and cleanse the unclean. Only to find out not only are the gods real, one of them seems to be talking to you.
I would say talk. I'd say harassed. Kind of like looks around, uncomfortable, waiting for something to happen. What I've learned so far is that some things just simply cannot be explained. It's kind of, it is as it is seen. Is there a god talking to me, or am I a crazy man who just talks to birds? I think both. At this point.
Maybe. Zexon's gonna lay down on any comfortable surface he can find and just rest. His eyes will sort of, keep pointed up towards the throne.
How heavy is that hammer?
It's like, I put it in your inventory, but it's like it's not crazy heavy. It's pretty well balanced for a
2
magical.
pounds. Oh shit! What the fuck? Oh, this thing's sick. Okay, cool.
Yep, and you can attune. Yeah, go ahead, Bit.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
So, with detect magic,
yep.
Is everyone's like nightmare related stuff still present? Like, does Pip still have horns? And
yep.
And if so, is there like a school of magic specific to that Pip can detect?
I'm
just saying, before Pip sleeps, Pip can maybe dispel before potentially, progressing further. And I'm scared.
There is no active magic for what has happened to you. It has happened already, and the magic has occurred, and it's not an illusion. It is a physical transformation. So
okay. Now, in comparison to prior times where Pip has casted detect magic, is there any difference from before and now, or has it always been this way where it's just a physical transformation?
It's always been that way. Yeah.
Okay. Oh no. Oh no.
Gabriel eventually just starts flicking the hammer on and off.
You do notice that a small crowd of these souls has kind of gathered around your campfire. Save us. Release us.
Oh, come on.
Help us. Unleash us. Rule us.
Give us some time to think.
No pictures, please.
We've had like a month.
Back off. Just give us a minute.
Gabriel's like a Sharpie in his hand, like.
So, has anybody else noticed anything out of the ordinary? Smiles weakly.
Oh no, this is just perfectly normal.
I think it's actually been too fixated.
It's a lot less fiery than I expected an infernal Hell City to be.
Well, yeah. There's definitely some magic in the cracks, and to me, it kind of looks like it looks like roots, and it seems very powerful. I don't want to get eaten by the ground.
You said roots?
Yes, it's what they look like.
So
Does Chuck hear this conversation?
Pip is just saying it out loud.
I'm
Okay.
praying.
yeah,
Chuck
we're
didn't hear.
all talking around the
Chuck-
campfire. So
After Pip said that, Chuck's just gonna point at the arcane battery. He's not gonna say anything. He's just gonna point.
No,
It's an exit
No.
plan.
no.
let's save that for the oh shit button. Okay. Let's not go blowing things up yet. Let's figure out what everything is and why it is, and then we can figure out what we want to do to it. Yeah?
Chuck's gonna nod.
All right. Great. So, going back to the roots. Does it look or feel familiar, like the magic sucking system that was in the fortress?
I
at
can't.
Redstone? Shut up, Bam.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is like the 8th time we said soul sucking or like some bad. I have to let it out. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Child. Okay, so
I
is,
honestly
is,
think that's like a subconscious thing with me
Uh,
too.
Take your caffeine pills.
is
They
Anna
haven't activated.
is Anna going over to the crack, or is she asking?
No, not yet. I'm just
Okay.
I'm asking Pip if it's
Okay.
familiar. Because he was the one who was
Yeah, sure.
like he worked with the system more at Dreadstone.
Hmm.
You want to make an Arcana check, Pip?
Fuck it.
Yep.
Let's go.
So the in Dreadstone, the Whispers were specifically capturing mages and draining them of their magical ability to capture it in a physical form. This is different. This is completely different. This is I'll say Pip without inspecting, you've only just detected the magic. You haven't actually inspected like any runes or anything about it. But you can tell just from like the types of magic itself, it is different. So it's not the same.
Okay.
Well, it seems different.
So it's not like a ley line system that is like using the souls in the city to power something.
Pip sort of
Okay.
just shrugs. You go.
If it's a root system, do we see any kind of tree or plant that it would come from?
You have a quick look around. You don't see any tree or plant.
What about the top of the mountain?
You
Looks
don't.
way up.
Yeah, you look at the top of the mountain and the throne and shit, but you don't see it.
Okay.
You know what? Everybody go ahead and make me a perception check.
God damn.
You can make a perception or an investigation check. It's up to you.
Yes. Perception checks all day long.
This is if you want to help try and, with this conversation and figure out.
Fuck! Sorry.
Damn.
Heck W.
Okay.
And the
Roll
RNG's
the
gone.
20 and then roll the 1.
Yeah, GG guys. It's been fun. It's been real.
Oh.
It is
That
fun.
describes Chuck to a T.
It really does.
I'd
All
say
or nothing.
Pip, you kind of using your detect magic. You
Damn,
kind
what
of
the fuck?
you kind of look and you notice that the roots kind of get thinner towards the gate, which makes you like think that the further into the city, you know, that's the direction of whatever the origin of these roots is going to be, and kind of relaying that to Zaxxon and Anna, kind of just climbing up like one of the nearby alleyways and getting some eyes down some of the main streets. You do see some more of the roots kind of breaking out, and you see some like these thick clusters headed more towards the mountain throne. And you can even see some of them have like grown out of the ground and like through some of the buildings, and then like back down underneath. But you can see these roots headed in the direction of that mountain throne. And now that you've rolled perception check with a 24 in it, you do notice the throne, the mountain throne, like towards the base, like up this kind of hill. You do see the kind of illuminated up a flight of steps with your elven eyes. You do see a large ornate a like chamber that seems to be built in to the base of this throne, that seems to be illuminated from within, with a bunch of like steps going up to it. That's kind of, so it's like built into the throne itself. Seems to be the only
That's what I was looking
room.
for. Okay. So I'm going to point that out to the others and say I think that that's going to be our destination.
Hmm.
But I desperately would like us to rest because I know I don't feel my best. We're all beaten up. And I want to inspect the cracks and fissures along those as we go to see if I can glean anything from the roots and the symbols carved into them or grown into them, as it were.
This is going to be a very silly question, but does Enna sleep? Again, I know that's going to sound real stupid, but I'm just going over dream as an ability, and it says the target or creatures that don't sleep, such as elves, can be can't be contacted by this spell.
Anna, you're an elf, right?
Moon elf.
Yeah. So you like you meditate, I think, right?
It's not so much a sleep, but it's more of a meditation.
Yeah.
Meditative state.
I wanted
You
Enna
wanted
to
to
be
get
the
into my dreams?
No.
Oh.
I have a theory. Okay.
Oh.
One person Pip is gonna cast Dream on, okay, and give you this very sort of mundane, like, you know, we're just here and everything is fine, as opposed to the potential of further physical form changing, and see whether or not there'd be a difference between the one person and all the others. But I wanted it to be Enna, but I can't, specifically because you're an elf. Oh no.
Oh.
When I was looking into the whole thing, I think it mentioned like elves meditate and do like small tasks like reading unless they're heavily injured, exhausted. Which, how injured is Enna?
I'm pretty busted up.
Sock, if Pip casted Dream on Enna during a time where she isn't meditating but is actually sleeping because she is exhausted and injured as a result of the prior fight, is that a possibility? Or is it flat out elves off the table?
I would say that this is. You can certainly you can try. You can give it a go.
Okay.
Okay, so just to clarify for me, are you guys attempting to long rest here?
I don't like that you said attempting.
Well, I was gonna ask a question about that, but you kind of,
Sure.
I think, asked it already. I was gonna say, if we're long resting, is there a way where Chuck could short rest? I feel like he'd be too paranoid to do a long rest. I was just curious.
Oh,
That's what I'm
Christ,
pretty
Chris.
sure. That's what I'm pretty sure. Like Gabriel has used up all of his spell slots, so he needs to, or else we have.
You got nothing coming from Gabriel.
Yeah. Because I mean, I have spell slots, but it's because I shapeshift. So, and I don't really cast.
You could do a shift thing.
But
Like 2 of us sleep, 2 of us rest. Like stay
He's
up.
sleeping.
Okay.
He's honk chewing.
Okay, so you guys are going for a long rest.
Prior to
think
that,
we need
I'm
to-
using my new spellbook thing.
Okay.
And I'm going to swap out a couple things, but more importantly, I'm gonna actually, before Pip does this, Zaxxon, he's already asleep.
Yeah, he's sleeping.
Perfect. Pip is
Invade
gonna
his
cast.
privacy.
Pip is gonna cast Dream on Zaxxon.
Okay.
And there's gonna be no like. The intent isn't to like make him believe that anything bad is happening, but is instead intending to provide, again, just a normal, like, he fell asleep and hopefully wakes up alive, okay, but nothing.
You want to try and
nothing-
override the
Correct.
cursed dream. Okay.
Correct. And again, the
Holy
purpose being, if everybody else wakes up and has physical form changes like before, except Zaxxon, we might be onto something. I don't know.
Okay.
But there's nothing negative with the actual dream spell. Like, no pretending there's some monstrous thing, or like before with the prior dreams or nightmares, if you will.
Yeah.
Do you see my dream, or you're just like giving me a dream?
I
you give
believe
him-
I'm
yeah.
giving you a dream.
Oh, I see.
And again, I don't want Zaxxon to think it's anything out of the ordinary outside of, he's dreaming about being where he's at, safe.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
with anything crazy happening.
Do you
know?
tell Zaxxon this before he goes to sleep?
Well, I wanted to, but he was already asleep.
Yeah.
Okay, then Zaxxon does have to make a saving throw.
All right.
Because it is a resist, like, unless you can wake him up, tell him, and then get him to go back to sleep if you want.
Hey, I'm
Otherwise-
gonna modify your thoughts.
It's Zaxxon.
Pose as Zaxxon.
What?
I'm Okay, don't panic, all right? But I want to try something, and I'm gonna make you have a good dream. I know that sounds strange, all right? But I want to see whether or not you take on any other changes. If I give you a good dream instead of you having a bad dream, and then if we all have changes and you don't, then maybe we can like figure something out.
The last person that gave me a dream, gave me these wings, you're saying you're trying to prevent that?
Wait, did you want to win? Did you
I've already had the wings for some time, Pip.
but they don't work, do they?
I'm trying to get them to work.
Ouch.
So you do, so you want, but what if something else happens?
I appreciate the effort, Pip. You do as you please, but if I wake up in a nightmare, I will crush your skull.
But what I'm trying to make sure you don't have a nightmare.
And if I don't, good. Good night. He's gonna roll over.
Pip's gonna look around to everybody else.
Gabriel sips tea.
Chuck's just gonna be leaned up against like brick or whatever stone with a gun in his hand.
Pip is unable to cast them on himself, right? That wouldn't make sense.
No, you can't because it has to be a sleeping creature.
Ah.
Flip a coin.
It's actually did say he'd be fine with it. He just hopes it's not a nightmare.
Wait.
What has
No,
Chuck
no,
ever
hold
said
on.
no?
Wait.
Okay.
It says you or a willing creature you touch enters a trance state. Oh, acting as a messenger. Oh, wait. Oh.
Sounds like he's down, but he's going to murder you if you fuck it up.
Target's asleep. The messenger appears in the target streams and converse with the target as long as it remains asleep. Oh gosh.
No, we can. I like the way you're using this, but we can edit it slightly. It's still a fucking dream. So, do you still want to cast it on Zaxxon? The way how like you
No,
use it?
not after the conversation with him.
Damn.
I don't want him taking a hammer back and fucking bonking Pip.
A bonk on Pip would end his life.
Yes, it
He's
would.
tiny. He's small. He's just a little guy.
Like stepping on a Lego, but the Lego goes crunch.
You should ask Chuck.
Oh yeah, Chuck
Sips tea.
Ask the guy with the gun if he wants to have a nice dream.
It's
Chuck, I'd like to remind Chuck looks fucking startled as is.
He might need it.
I'm sorry for re-asking, but if Enna was willing, is it still a no because she's an elf?
No, you. I would say you'd be able to if she was willing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Pip is going to immediately approach Enna and explain exactly as he did to Zaxxon.
Just really quick
But-
before I do anything. Someone just two people volunteer for me.
Hello.
Gabriel.
Okay, both of you roll Gabriel and Chuck roll a d10 for me.
Why?
Never mind. No.
Too late.
And you know what? Zaxxon roll a d10 as well.
Yeah, sure.
Wait, I can grab the dice? Whoa, what was that?
Yeah, you can grab
Yeah,
the
you
dice.
can grab it after.
Wait,
I didn't know.
Oh shit! That's. Oh my god.
Okay.
We good or?
Okay, no, you carry on.
Oh.
I'm just saying that
That
would be a
so
lot of
sucks.
damage if that got added up. I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, Pip is going to explain to Enna and ask if she'd be willing to try, obviously in an attempt to avoid a potential nightmare. And that she would have to be willing and that she has to fall asleep and can't meditate.
What the fuck?
Given that I've not had much rest since since before we met. Yeah, I trust you.
All right.
Oh, 7.
Pip is going to cast Dream once Enna falls asleep and essentially do exactly as Pip was going to do with Zaxxon. No nightmare, nothing out of the ordinary. Just peacefully sleeping with an attempt to override a potential nightmare that everyone sort of experienced in the past.
Okay.
And once doing that, the intent isn't to wake up Enna, just for Pip to fall asleep shortly after.
So you're all taking a long rest, apart from you, Chuck, right?
I'll work the first shift with Chuck. At least.
Remind me, a short rest I could heal, right?
You would be able to heal, yeah. Though I will say that if you are not long resting, I will make you roll a Constitution saving throw, and if you don't succeed, you will suffer a level of exhaustion.
Okay, I'm down.
The first level of exhaustion will give you disadvantage on ability checks, so that's like perception, investigation, that kind of thing.
Oh, that's
So.
not
So skill
good.
checks, basically.
I mean, does that affect me? I'm either rolling a 20 or a 1, apparently. Fuck.
Won't affect combat if combat happens, but it will affect skills.
Sock, how do, like with this book, I can learn a 4th level spell?
I'm
You
gonna
can
long
o-
rest,
but
by
I-
the way.
Okay, you can long rest. Okay, you can only cast spells that you have the spell slots for. So you only have second
Okay.
level spell slots right now. Okay,
So we're all
so
long resting.
you guys are long
Yep,
resting.
yep.
Yeah.
When
Okay,
Chunk
Anna,
goes to bed, yeah, everybody goes to bed.
you are going to sleep. Okay. All right, so you are taking watches to see if you are, I guess, just keeping an eye out. Okay, so who's taking watch? So who's taking first watch, second watch, and I guess third watch?
Gabriel got first.
Gabriel first. Who else?
I'll say Chuck second.
Chuck second. Anybody for third?
Yeah, I'll have Zaxxon wake up after he does a rest to
Okay.
do a watch.
All right. So you can all take a long rest. I will say this. Need a couple of
I
things.
check off new day, right?
Yeah, new day.
Okay, sorry. Just want to make sure.
Oh dear.
I need perception checks from Zaxxon, Chuck, and Gabriel, please.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fuck my ass.
Thank God I have the shield. Jesus Christ.
Oh god. Oh god.
I will say this. Zaxxon and Gabriel, your watches go by without issue. Chuck,
Mm-hmm.
on your watch, you kind of leaning up against the wall, gun in hand, keeping an eye out, everybody's sleeping. Even Anna, which is strange. Nothing particularly bad happens, but something strange happens. That kind of makes it difficult for you to go back to sleep. Something... There's these spectral figures floating through town. And you've kind of all noticed that some of them are kind of attracted to you like moths to a flame. But then others go about their day, like almost like they're stuck in like a Groundhog Day almost. You watch as some of them float in and out of houses or to stalls left out on the market. As you're kind of staying out and noticing this. But then you notice, peeking out from behind one of the walls, on a corner, a little alleyway, is a little dwarf girl. Watching you. Holding a little teddy bear.
Okay.
And there's something. The thing that stands out to you is, Chuck's pretty emotionless, pretty flat, but for some reason, a tear rolls down Chuck's cheek. And you don't know why.
Can I ask a DM question?
Sure.
Is this an emotional feeling to Chuck's past? Or is this a different emotion?
It seems like this Chuck. This seems like an emotional reaction, but Chuck can't remember why.
And you said they were an elf?
No, a little dwarf girl.
A dwarf. Sorry.
She's just kind of peeking around the corner at you. And then you hear a little... She kind of scurries back behind, and you hear a little giggle kind of echo through the mist. And she peeks her head back round towards you.
Um, I'm gonna say Chuck will stick to. I'm gonna say that Chuck will not grip anything in particular, but will just be a little bit physically like locked up. And I would say
She
with
runs out from the
Go ahead.
alleyway up to like a cart and hides behind it. And you hear the laughter echoing through the streets. And up to like a little table and chairs that's off to the side that has some like playing cards left out that some of the guards must have been playing. And she's like hiding behind. And you can see her face, even though you hear the laughter, her face is sad. And she's got like scrunched up little like space buns of like curly dark hair, though her form is like spectral and blue. And now that you see her closer, she's wearing like a cute white dress with some like lace frills, and she looks to be about maybe 5 or 6 years old. And she's kind of hiding behind a chair. And she kind of peeks out again towards you. She's only about 10 feet away now.
Is she getting closer
Yes, you're getting close.
How far was she before? Would you
She was
say?
probably
Like,
about like 40 feet before, and now she's only 10 feet away.
Um. With the, you know what? I'll just find out. Chuck's gonna kind of just like not break contact with her, but is going to move over, like just kind of shimmy his way over toward Enna. And again, not leaning over, not breaking contact, just kind of take his foot and try and tap Enna's like shoulder to try and wake her up.
Enna is magically in a magically induced sleep and does not wake. And as you kind of shuffle over, this little dwarven girl starts to kind of tiptoe over as you make your way towards Anna. And she runs over, kind of giggling a little bit, and reaching out, she hands you, and now you notice for the first time that the teddy bear in her hand is not spectral, it's physical. And she hands it to you. And you take it.
Is there anything noticeable about this teddy bear that is recognizable at first glance?
No, it just looks like a little teddy bear that's got like a little like a little leather vest on, like a little leather piece of armor on, and a little sword at its side, and yeah, it just looks like a little dwarven. Looks like it might have been a teddy bear that was just like it's got like a little beard on it, like a whoever had bought this teddy bear kind of makeshift it to look like a little dwarf in armor with a sword.
That's suspicious.
Yeah. Shut up. Does she stay around, or does she kind of like move back?
She's just holding it out towards you.
I've never trusted a teddy bear, man. That's crazy.
Um,
That's crazy talk.
Chuck's. I'm thinking. Hold on. Chuck is going to. Not smile, but give like kind of a half-ass like smirk. And kind of nod his head no. But with obvious intent to do it politely.
As you kind of smile and decline the gift, the giggles fade into the fog. And as the giggles fade, so does the little dwarven girl. And the teddy bear drops to the ground.
Okay.
You notice as it drops, on the base of the padded foot is what looks to be some dwarven runes inscribed.
Does Chuck recognize the runes?
You
Or
can
is
read
it more?
you can read dwarven, right?
I can actually. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, it says to Dina. Here's a gift from Daddy, so I'll always be with you, even though I'm away fighting the bad guys. And as you kind of pick it up, you kind of replay everything that just happened. And that sinking feeling and that tears rolling down your cheek. The one thing that does pierce through the fog is that little girl had your eyes.
Oh. Jesus.
Oh.
Fuck.
Bro, that actually almost made me cry a little bit. What the fuck?
I teared up. That's
Damn,
butt.
Chuck. What
Oh,
the?
Chuck, somebody's baby daddy. Oh no.
Chuck's a baby.
If wakes
So-
up and casts fireball.
Dude, I was between. I'm like, does Chuck kick Enna or just Chuck kick Zach soon? And I'm so glad we kicked Enna.
Oh
yeah,
my
probably
God.
a good.
Oh my god.
We must destroy this little girl.
So, the rest of you
Another
wake up.
Dutch need to die.
I need everybody but Enna to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my fucking god,
That means
dude.
it worked, bro. Hey.
Enna, you had a
Saved.
lovely dream.
Oh, that.
Oh,
Thanks,
alright.
Pip.
We
You're
take
the
those.
best. homie.
Sock.
Wait. I need to ask a question real quick before you go to the wisdom saving throw. Can we
Sure.
at least get like Pip got to create the dream, right?
Yeah.
I'm just curious. What
Yeah,
what
what was the
dream?
Yeah, what dream was it? Yeah.
What was the dream? Pip?
But I've already explained. It was nothing crazy. The whole intent was to make it as mundane as possible, so that there wasn't like
Just a white room.
There was no
Pip-
positive or negative. It was
Listen,
kinda like-
okay,
here's
I
the
can
reality.
tell y'all what the dream was.
No, seriously. Like the whole purpose was to like eliminate like sort of like feeling. Like if I made it a dream that was like so extraordinarily well and then Enna fucking woke up after sleeping for the first time in forever and then we're here about to deal with something, like
Yeah.
Pip wanted rather the expectation to be like we're here and we're safe now for it to be realistic, as opposed to number one, the stuff we've been dealing with in the past, but like just I don't know. I felt like
No, I
Enna
get
could
you.
have gone into a state of like anyone really, like my dream was so fucking good and yet I'm here, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay.
So Enna was dreaming about researching in Balinor. Okay.
Fucking nerd.
Damn
I
right.
Is there any? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Could I voluntarily fail the save?
What the fuck?
Sure.
Oh, he's turning. He's a traitor. Traitor.
What did I tell Z? What did I tell you?
It's
He
the
did- he
marshals.
self-sacrifice.
It's the marshals.
Fuck.
They got to him.
Oh my god.
They're working together. They're colluding.
I just want the wings to work, man.
Does the 17 pass?
Who am I missing? I'm missing a saving throw from Chuck, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna ask real quick before I did.
Yeah.
To go back, would Chuck be able to keep the teddy bear and just kind of stow it away?
Yeah,
so
of
no one
course.
can, like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna say that after that happened, I'm not gonna say hid it from the party, but just put it in his bag.
Damn, you really ain't gonna tell us about your baby? That's crazy.
Absolutely fucking not.
I heard you got a teddy bear last night, Chuck. No.
Chuck shoots him in the fucking head.
Executes
Damn.
Gabriel.
Okay. So, upon awaking, seemingly a good night's rest. It's still dark here. It's still foggy. There's not a lot of light coming through. You don't really know what time it is. It's a bit strange here. Everything seems a bit weird. Because you can't really see the sun or anything. Zaxxon. So I'll say for the rest of you, let me explain what happens when you sleep. Before when you were outside, Casimir was influencing you with whispers and the infernal tome, that kind of thing. Here in Kazath, when you sleep, the whole time the infernal mark on your neck has been burning. And when you sleep, that doesn't really change. It's a little bit difficult to get comfortable and sleep, but eventually you do find rest. And when you sleep, it's the dreams you have are... It's difficult to say they're your own, because it's almost like you are walking other people's lives, as you're kind of walking through the streets initially. It's like you're walking through these souls and just walking the path of Kazath as these twisted, haunted souls trapped here. And it's like going to sleep, but you're already awake. And you are hearing those whispers over and over again. Save us. Release us. Rule us. And then it's that rule us. Rule us. And then your eyes kind of snap back to when you look down and you are yourself again. And you look around and you start to picture everything you've seen. It's not just, humanoids. It's not just your elves and your dwarves and your humans, but you've got people of all different kinds, all different souls are trapped here. And you start to, in these dreams, you are shown other souls trapped here. You see devils. You see these huge behemoth devils that are lurking in the shadows. Their souls waiting. Chuck, as you go to sleep, you hear whispers of, I'd say this night, you hear Casimir's voice, but echoing through Casimir's voice, different from before. This is the same for all of you. You hear Casimir's voice because it's the only familiar voice you can put this to, but echoing with Casimir's voice is something deeper, like something beyond the pit of your stomach that's below the earth and further deeper than anything you've ever heard, but also beyond the stars. And you hear a voice. Don't you want to know who she is? The throne can do that, you know. The power you could get the answers you could get all lie with a crown. Pip, in a similar fashion, the same voice reverberating. You know, riches beyond imagination await you. All you have to do is sit that throne. It's just an instant. Take it. It's yours. Take it. Gabriel. So long have you waited. So long have you tried to save everybody. Don't you want the power to do that? Don't you want the power at your fingertips? It's there for the taking. And you see a glimpse of the throne. But all of you resist these. Within the dreams, you feel a pull towards the throne. This mountain throne, and you see the small room at the base that's kind of illuminated from where you are. There's these small steps that go up to a room that's built into this mountain-sized throne, and you feel a pull in your dream towards it, willing you to kind of wake and walk in that direction, in a similar vein that you kind of will to walk into Kazath. But you all manage to resist the urge. But Zaxxon, you are walking the streets of... I'll say this. The party wakes up, and Zaxxon is walking away towards the throne.
Of course she is.
Is this something that we would notice as like, you know how we came in and you sort of said that like some of the souls or whatever are just kind of like present, but not necessarily like. It almost seemed like they had like almost no purpose. Like there's no. I don't know how to explain it. Does it look like what Zaxxon is doing is entirely him? Does that make sense?
Are you catching up to kind of see him?
Well, is he walking away as we're waking up?
So you wake up and you see Zaxxon about 30 feet away from you with his backpack and his sword, walking up the main street towards the throne.
Well, if he's walking away, first question, are his wings any bigger than they were before?
You do notice that they seem to have gained a little bit more strength than the night prior.
Oh no. Okay. Simultaneously, while Pip is trying to look over to Zaxxon, he's gonna fucking tap his head to see if there's been any progress.
There doesn't
See any
seem
more
to...
pincushiony.
I will say... I will say, you tap your head and there doesn't seem to be any more pincushiony on your head. Though... when you do so, there is like a bit of reverberation as you look down and some of your fingernails have elongated into like pointy yellow and long.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
no.
share in the club of long nails.
Jackson, where you going?
Can't do. Can I say anything?
Zaxxon, you're walking, and you've got your own motivations here. You are still in control of yourself. Though it seems as though that voice you just heard, you don't recognize whose voice that is.
Pip's voice?
Yeah.
Or oh.
Oh no, he's fucked.
I think I would probably stop at the voice, turn around and look, before, turning back around. I think that him having looked back, he may look a little, confused at why you've just called him by his name.
Oh,
But
no.
he seems steadfast in getting to where he's going.
Jackson?
Gabriel back at the party is just going to kind of quickly get everybody up and ready and just kind of point at the altercation that's happening, moving forward, and just snuffs the fire out and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But he's making it. There's something wrong with the scaly boy.
Zaxxon, you do not recognize these people walking towards you.
Gonna turn around and did you all need something?
What are you doing?
And who are you to ask?
Kind of like the beak moves over to Anna. Just, you could tilt his head in a very worrisome way towards Anna. Just, there's something in the air, it seems.
If you all don't mind, I have business to attend to.
We've done everything as a team. Why are you going off by yourself now?
I'll squint at his eyes and lean in. What do you mean, team?
Together. We've worked together. From the very start. Why are you going off alone without telling us what's going on?
He's gonna look a little confused and sort of his eyes shoot to everybody, and I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not even sure how you're here or who any of you are. If you don't mind.
What?
Why are you here?
I've come to do what I feel is right. Why are you here?
We, all of us, came here together. And now you Are you pretending not to know us?